What is going on, you guys? Today we got a pretty interesting video for you all. We are going to be polishing up my WRX and seeing if we can try and get some scratches out of the surface paint. Obviously this car is pretty old, so it may not do much, but I also think that it can help protect the paint for at least a little, which is why I like to wax my car semi-often. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Firstly, to wax, we're going to need a clean surface, so we got to wash the car, so let's do that quick. Now that the car is clean, these are the things that I like to do for waxing my car. This is the wax that I like to use, and I used to do it by hand, but considering I don't want to dislocate my shoulder, I'm going to be using this polishing wheel to help lay down and take off the wax. So I like to put a dab on the polishing wheel, and then it's very important you press the wheel against the car and then start it. You're going to just throw wax everywhere when the wheel spins up and it's not touching anything. Don't make the same mistake that I did. If you look at the car from an angle, you can usually see how the wax is laying from the sun hitting it. And that's my judgment on if I need to top up on wax or not, or if I can keep spreading over the panel. So as you can see, we're running out since the wax isn't laying as much on this panel, so we top up again on wax, press against the car, and continue to move around the car. Now if you're slower to wax your car like me, by the time that you lay down the wax, you can start taking it off if you start where you started previously, because the wax usually only has to sit for 20 to 30 minutes. After finishing up and waiting a little, it's time to take the wax off. So for this, I switch out my pad on the polishing wheel and then just repeat as we did to apply the wax to take it off. It's important to make sure all the wax comes off because it can leave marks on your car if not taken off. I have some spots that are pretty bright in color from when I first started trying to wax that I still haven't gotten to polishing off entirely. I'm sure that they can buff out if I put some elbow grease into it, but I just haven't been bothered to. So as you can see, the process isn't that bad at all, just applying it, waiting, and then taking it off, which the polishing wheel makes the process a million times better. So at the very best, it makes your car have this super gloss reflective look to the paint, which I think makes it look so much better than before. Of course, your mileage may vary, as I bet not everyone's car turns out like mine when they wax it, based on the user and the paint or age of your car. At the worst though, it can provide a small semi-protective layer and shine the outside of your car, which for the short amount of time that it took to do this really isn't that bad at all. Me, myself, I like to wax my car one time a month usually because, as we talked about in a previous video, these cars do not have that good of paint, and this can help to protect the clear coat that you can see is peeling all over my car, so I'm just trying to preserve it for as long as possible until it inevitably gets painted one day. Then on top of that, it does come with a nice shine that will last for a little while the wax still hasn't worn off. As a big disclaimer, wax absolutely does not remove scratches in the paint. It simply temporarily covers them until, like the shine, the wax wears off. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit shorter. You learned a little something, had some fun with me out here waxing the car. If it's not too much to ask, I would super appreciate you guys hit the subscribe button. I know I hate to ask, but you guys surprise me with the amount of subscribers and likes every video, and I just can't thank you enough. But that's all that I got for you guys today, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for coming out.